Hello everyone, this is Crystal with Slick Trade, and in this presentation I am going to go over the follow the trend strategy. This is a setup for Forex trades, and the template can be used on the MetaTrader 4 charting platform. However, you can set this up on Thinkorswim or really any charting platform, but you aren't going to have the little arrows appear, okay, on here like this. Okay. We may release an expert advisor for this if enough of you enjoy it, and if we do, it will have the option to auto trade your account. It'll take into account the 200 moving average, whereas this one only accounts for the 26 and 12, okay? So how this strategy works is it's based on 3 EMAs, exponential moving averages, okay? EMAs, or really any type of moving average, are very common in the trading industry. Many successful traders use these, and it's really kind of based on preference, whether you use the exponential or the simple moving average or any of the others. Okay, it's completely up to you. The overall concept of this is not to enter every time that the 26 and 12 cross. Okay, right here, when you pull up this template on MetaTrader 4, you're going to see these 3 moving averages. This is the 200, and then you've got the 12 and the 26. Now, when the 12 and the 26 cross is when a signal is going to appear, okay? And based on the overall trend is going to determine whether you enter the trade or not, okay? Like here we had a buy, which it definitely gained some pips. However, you're going against the overall trend, which is a downtrend, okay? So you would have been better off entering when you saw a sell signal right here, okay? Essentially, when price is above the 200 moving average is where you will enter the buys. If it's below the 200 moving average, you enter a sell, okay? You are more than welcome, obviously, to enter every time that a signal appears on here, but please just, keep in mind that it may go against you if you're going against the overall trend, okay? This strategy can be used on all time frames. However, I prefer the hourly, the 4-hour, and the daily. Those seem to be the highest performing, but you also want to take into account your account size, your risk to reward, what you feel comfortable with. That's just my personal preference, okay? It's really pretty simple. There really isn't a whole lot more to say about this strategy. I do want to show you something though. If you're using MetaTrader 4, you'll see you've got the moving averages here, and you're welcome to use other time frames, okay, for these, time frames of the moving averages, okay, instead of 12 and 26, maybe you prefer 70 and 100, okay. I will be coming out with some more videos and some more lessons on different moving averages that you can use, but this is a great setup, honestly, for at least for the time frames that I use. I really prefer it. What you're going to see here in the inputs, all right, how I got to this, let me tell you. Right click, indicator list. There's your moving averages, which you can change. You can change the color, you can change the thickness, and you can change the period here. if you want it to be a different, not 200, if you want it to be 300. MA method, you can choose simple, exponential, smooth, or linear weighted. Okay. My personal preference is simple and exponential, but that's up to you. Also, the slick trade follow the trend indicator here, you can pick which type of moving average you want. There's simple is 0, okay? So in the mode is where you'd put 0 if you want it to be simple. And same with here. They should match, okay? I have mine set to 1 because I'm using the exponential EMA. Here's the smooth. If you want number 2 would be smooth, and number 3 would be the linear weighted, okay? So completely up to you, but you do have the inputs there if you'd like to change them. The next thing here is the arrow type. You can choose if you want it to be thick, thin, hollow, or round. If you want it to be fractal or diagonal thin. If you want it to be diagonal thick, diagonal hollow, or a thumb and finger. Okay, so it's just whatever little icon you want to come up. I currently have it set to 2, and that's the hollow arrow right here. Okay. The next thing here is the alerts. You can turn them on or off, and that's like the regular alert on MetaTrader 4. And you also have send an email alert, which is what I really prefer. I do leave the alerts on as well, but I just look at the email one. Okay, and it'll just shoot you an email when a trade sets up. Please note, though, that this is just the first release of this indicator. It is not currently an expert advisor. It's not going to trade for you, and it will not take into account what the overall trend is or what that 200 moving average is showing. Okay. If we get enough requests, though, like I said, we'll create it for you. And this video was created on January 10th, okay? So we may release it, and I may not have the video updated yet, but so far that's what this indicator does, okay? You can use it on any asset of your choosing, okay? But that's really all there is to it. You would set your stop loss to the previous swing high or swing low. Let me just show you an example here. Here is a sell that was issued. This is on the hourly chart. Okay, I would have set my stop loss up here. I would set it above the, I probably set it right about there actually. I would set it above the 200 moving average in case if there was a spike. And I would set it above, just above a previous support, or I mean, the previous resistance level. I don't know why I can't get that right today. Obviously the stop loss wasn't hit here, okay? And what I would do is I would set a take profit of 25 pips, and I would trail stop it down or up, depending on if it's a sell or a buy signal. Okay? And when I mean trail stop, I mean move your, once you reach 25 pips, move your stop loss down so that you'd break even. And then, every 10 pips or 20 pips after that, 50 pips, whatever you prefer for a trailing stop. Just keep moving that stop loss down so that when it does eventually turn around, you're in profit, okay, and you've gained the maximum potential profit from the trade. Okay, this signal right here, this is a buy, and although you could have gained some pips from it, okay, I would have avoided this trade simply because it's going against the overall trend and prices below that 200 moving average. Okay, same with here. Boom, there's a buy. Okay, you could have gained a teeny tiny bit. Okay, not much, but you could have gained a little. But then, as you can see, it turned right back around. This, right here, the sell, is the one you would have wanted to grab. Okay? Pretty simple. Please feel free to post questions, results, things like that in the room. And demo it out. See if it's a good strategy for you. See if it fits your trading style. And If you do want to request this as an expert advisor, shoot it into support, and we will put you, put all the requests in line. And if we get enough, I'll go ahead and create that for y'all. Okay? I will talk to you later.